Seriously?
Hey guys, welcome to a Cinefanatics review of Creed 2. I'm Chris Adams.
And I'm pissed.
And that's Robert Adams.
Anyways.
Now that we got the training out of the way, we're ready to do the review.
Sure.
Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. Let's just move on with the review.
This is going to come up later, I'm sure. Anyways, like I was saying, this is the review of Creed 2.
Look, the movie was good.
Kick to the face.
Alright, it was a good movie. You know the Rocky series. It's good. That's it. Good night, everybody.
Yeah, good night. Alright, we're done here. No, so it carries over a lot. We're going to just start off with the story here. It's going to carry over a lot of themes from the first Creed movie, where, starting off the bat, we're talking about Apollo Creed's son, Adonis, and just the kind of the themes between him being the son of Apollo and the whole father-son dynamic there. And then in that movie, Rocky was introduced and started forming this kind of father-son dynamic with Adonis at that point. Those themes carry over into this movie, but they expand on them in a big way. And I don't want to give away too much. Again, this is not going to be a spoiler review. Spoiler-free here, so you're safe. But there's a lot of themes in this movie that I was really interested in terms of fatherhood. You have, the whole dynamic between Rocky and Adonis still. You have the dynamic between Ivan Drago and his son Viktor, which really interesting. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, the continuation of the themes of Adonis' just internal struggle with being the son of Apollo Creed. As well as, and if you watch the trailers, you know this, the struggle, or not struggle, but the dealings of Adonis becoming a father as well.
Yep. So, yeah, a lot of that was very, it was very touching, but it really was a gut punch for, the feels of this movie. While still providing just great overall boxing action. It's basically Adonis Creed taking on Viktor Drago, Ivan Drago's son. So it's going to be a good fight, and it was a good fight.
They did a lot of tension building throughout the movie. There's a lot of huge setup to of course what is going to be the final fight, and man, there's just so much emotion, raw emotion felt in the characters, especially in Michael B. Jordan's performance. You expect this too. After the first Creed, Michael B. Jordan just nailed this role, and his emotions and feeling what he feels just comes out tenfold in Creed 2.
And he just carries the whole movie.
He carries it very well.
And I know a lot of these, this is a Rocky movie, so, we do need to touch upon Sylvester Stallone. Mm-hmm. He lives and breathes Rocky. You see the way he acts, the way he moves, the stuff that he says. It's like he just shuts off Sylvester Stallone's side of his brain and turns on Rocky. And it's just amazing what he does. Some of his lines are, even this, he sets up what could be iconic lines, and it's amazing.
It's just second nature to him now. Sylvester Stallone and Rocky are one and the same, basically. It's just not that hard for him to become Rocky again, and it's great every time.
Yeah. I think probably one of the most impressive bits of acting in this movie was Dolph Lundgren. Dolph Lundgren comes back as Ivan Drago, and you can just feel the tension. When he first confronts Rocky sitting at the Adrian's restaurant, mm-hmm. You're just oh, this is going to be so interesting to watch. Just the two of them talking is the way he acts compared to, say, Rocky IV, where he was basically portraying just a giant machine.
Yeah. He was very robotic to a degree in Rocky IV, and that's how his character had to be portrayed in that. This one, he definitely brought a level of humanity back to the character that wasn't seen before, and call it years later, wisdom gained, what have you. There's just a level of emotion that I didn't see in Ivan Drago in Rocky IV that he has in Creed 2. Mm-hmm. Especially a moment later on in the film I'm not going to give away anything. It's just a very touching thing, the way it goes with him.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to get into without giving away anything. But yeah, very, very good. Words, standout performance.
So for this one, this was directed. Unfortunately, it wasn't directed by
Ryan Coogler.
I don't know if I guess he was busy with Black Panther or something at the time.
Yeah, he's got Black Panther. He's got a bunch on his plate now.
So this was taken over by Stephen Capel Jr. Looking at his filmography, he's done like a couple of TV shows and looks like an indie movie or two. This is really going to be his first like major foray into like a major motion picture, and I have to say this is a good one to launch on.
I would say this is a good putting him on the map kind of a movie here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're going to see, just in the same way, like we know that Ryan Coogler had Fruitvale Station beforehand, but we had Creed and definitely Black Panther, but I think Creed is really what started Ryan Coogler on the path of being known and is kind of setting his career forward. So I think the same is going to happen to Steven here as well. One of the things that we definitely want to touch on in this review, though, and why we would encourage you to actually go see Creed 2 in the theater, is it's a Rocky movie through and through. Yes, we know that Adonis Creed is the main character, but you're watching a Rocky movie, and if you've seen a Rocky movie in the theater, you know that with every Rocky movie in the theater, you are surrounded by people who are in the moment right there with you, and there's the cheers whenever there's a nice solid hit thrown from Creed.
The thing I like about it is, like, we've made jokes before about how, like, we're not really that much into sports, as you can tell. And so when you get a movie like this, and I think it might go with, like, any major sports movie that's actually just really well done and has a huge fan base, you're into sports for the 2 hours of that movie. For, like, I don't watch boxing. You don't watch boxing either. We don't know anything about boxing. Except what's shown in a Rocky movie.
I know it's referred to as the sweet science.
Yeah, okay. I didn't even know that. When watching Rocky, though, you know what the hits mean. You know what the bells mean. You know, like, some of the terms that they use. A split decision. You know what all these things mean. And it's just really fun to be able to watch that in a movie theater full of other people, quite possibly like you, that may not be sports fans but are movie fans. And what's funny about that is when you watch the action in these scenes, when a person takes a hit or a person gives a hit, you are right there with everyone else in the audience doing the ooh, ah, yeah. I mean, it's...
There's a special thing about seeing any Rocky movie in the theater, and so... Under that idea, we would recommend seeing Creed 2 in the theater while you can. Just like we would recommend any other Rocky movie being in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, you know, there's a lot to enjoy in this movie. There's a lot of like well built up drama, a lot of emotion, a lot of really raw emotion, a lot of great character moments between Adonis, Bianca, Ivan and his son, Viktor, and Rocky himself. I am so sorry I hit you in the face, by the way.
Yeah, apology accepted.
Great.
Just buy me a beer later. It's worth it. A really good, strong beer.
Anyway, let's wrap this review up here. Let's see, what should we rank this? What are you rating?
I'm gonna go... I'll give this one a solid, like, 4 out of 5 boxing gloves.
Yeah, I mean... I'm probably going to do the same over here as well. Keeping in mind, you know, just the level of storytelling that we see in this movie and just how the characters are portrayed. Let me set a story before I actually give my rating. I was thinking, and this, for some of you, this might feel like, what? I was thinking that if any movie could possibly top the Avengers this year, in my list of best movies, it was going to be Creed 2. I don't think Creed 2 topped Avengers Infinity War for me. However, they are two completely different styles of movie. So let's be honest about this. I'm going to give this a 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed Creed 2, and I think that you should definitely go see it. Alright guys, and that's going to be our review for Creed 2. What we want from you is a little bit of interaction here. Like and comment down below. Did you like Creed 2? Are you still a fan of Rocky? Do you think this franchise is still got steam in it? I mean, I do, but do you think it does? Let us know down below, as well as subscribe to the Cinefanatics, because, I mean, we're in full swing of the end of the year movies here. We've got movie after movie coming out soon, especially some weeks that have multiple movies back to back to back. And we're going to be working tirelessly to get
as much of them done as possible.
To be able to say words correctly.
Not to mention, we got a whole slew of trailer reactions that are coming out. We're getting close to winter, so that means we're going to start seeing some early teaser trailers for the big summer blockbusters, including the big bad Avengers 4, whatever it's going to be called.
What are you going to say when that trailer comes out and we can't say that we're waiting for that trailer anymore?
We've already done the reaction to trailer. Go check out that trailer.
By the way, Avengers 4 came out.
We reacted to it. Go see that.
Anyway, guys, we want to thank you for checking this video out. Go ahead and subscribe again, like I said, and come back later for more content. And we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Later.
See ya.
You think I'll do it one more time? I'm going to try to not go like this in preparation. Go. That's the good shot. What shot are you going with?